increasing temperatures shouldn't be a death sentence. But what we've witnessed around Europe is a 42% increase in temperatures. And what that means in reality is that workers are often have their lives put at risk because they're working because it's too hot. And it's not just the temperature, it's also humidity, because we need to combine both the temperature and the humidity, because that's what makes it difficult for workers to be able to cool down. Now, employers really have a responsibility. Employers need to take their responsibility serious. They need to have a plan in place. They shouldn't wait until there's a heat wave to start discussing with trade unions. They need to sit down now as a matter of urgency and discuss with trade unions and make sure that there's a plan in place so that all workers know when it's too hot to work, but also the managers know about the breaks that need to be given, about access to water, making sure that people have toilet breaks. All of these things matter. But also, we know that at some temperatures it's just too hot to work. And in those circumstances, workers are entitled and should be guaranteed to have their wages paid. It shouldn't be the case that workers are fearful. They either put their lives at risk or they're not able to bring home money at the end of the week. This situation isn't acceptable, and that's why the ETUC is working with our affiliates here with CGIL to make sure that there's changes to European directive to guarantee the different temperatures at which it's too hot to work, because we know if you're doing physical labour, that's different than if you're in an office. But we also know it's not just workers outside, it's also workers inside who have lost their lives in the last couple of days. We've reports from Italy, from Spain, of workers on roofs, workers on doing street work, cleaning streets, fixing street lamps, that urban island effect where there's a substantial increase in temperatures, but also workers inside warehouses, workers being sent into greenhouses in 42-degree heat. The common sense approach, we can't rely on that. What we need is laws. We need to make sure that employers have to work with trade unions, have to put in place safe working temperatures, and that workers know their job is secure, their pay is secure when they stop work because it's just too hot to work.